So a couple of super quick things, but also overall discussion, and I guess just new information, is Shireen had to step down from the board. She sent a very lovely message, um, which I can share with y'all. She says it has been an honor to serve alongside such dedicated individuals over the past 2 years, working toward a more inclusive and equitable community. I have valued the discussions, initiatives, and collaborations that have shaped our collective progress. Thank you for the opportunity to serve, and I look forward to supporting your efforts in other capacities of the future. Please let me know how I can assist in ensuring a smooth transition. Wish you all continued success. So, love her.
That's very nice.
Very
Yes.
sweet. She is a mama of kids in school, and yeah,
She's very busy.
So that kind of makes me want to skip down to board recruitment and maybe a conversation about the makeup of the board is supposed to be 2 council members, 2 city employees, and 3 residents. So we have 2 residents and 2 city council members. So there has been some interest from some community folks, but I think part of the challenge is, again, communication. The city still really struggles for people to know what's going on, and finding people that have the energy and the bandwidth to do stuff.
Because we did have really good members.
Yeah.
Everyone who's left it's been because of how busy everyone is.
Life
So-
does get in the way.
One thing we could, talk about is what would, and one of the challenges with having an employee, a city employee, was that they're not compensated. And I get that. I'm not gonna take time away from my family and my own time. Well, maybe I would, because that's what I'm doing right now. But I can respect that not everyone wants to do that or has the opportunity to do that. So,
Maybe in our new recruitment, we could make it clear that, the only true obligation is meeting once a month, and then in addition, because I think if you say like the only thing you have to be physically present for, based on your commitment, is 1 meeting a month. We meet once a month, and then, events and activities in the meantime. But, the only official, because I will say when I was asking about council, I was told 3 meetings a month. That's not been the case.
no, you
But
were
that's
totally
that's
lied
how they
to.
convinced me.
Yeah, no, they totally lied.
But we wouldn't really be lying. So I think that'd be an okay recruitment tactic. So maybe that's something we could emphasize this round.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have pending letters of interest?
No, I do not.
Okay. We could just kind of, I know I've asked other people, but I could ask again. Because, I haven't asked in a while. Do you have people you could ask?
Yeah.
We can all put feelers out again.
Okay.
Maybe it's a good time of year to ask. The spring. People might be more
Have new-
optimistic.
Oh yeah,
things
people
going
get
on.
really
Yeah.
optimistic in the spring,
Yeah, another maybe idea is
Maybe we could
that we could have
That's actually a great idea. Because of course we had Sam pop in and put together my dream market week's time.
yeah,
So,
yeah, exactly.
someone who's very good at those things proved to be a great asset. So yeah, maybe more outside help would be helpful. Essentially, delegating a little.
And I think maybe we need to do another social media
Yeah. I would love it if I know, I think most of the people at like our Chamber of Commerce events also live in the city. So maybe that would be a good place to ask if there's any interest. Just from the residential side.
Mm-hmm.
That just crossed my mind. When's your next happy hour? We can go.
I think they only have those every
So often.
so often. So I
But we
don't
could
know
try.
when the next chamber event is. It might be it wouldn't be the parade. Oh, no, that's not the chamber, that's the,
Oh, maybe the parade we could put up QR codes.
oh,
Yeah.
Yeah? I'm sure we'll get some trolls, but that's easily avoidable.
Are you really living if you don't get
If you're not being
if
trolled
you're not
online.
being trolled
I
online a
haven't
little?
said something awful about you.
It's part of the human experience at this point.
It really is part of the human experience. If somebody hasn't said anything awful about you unprovoked, you're doing a great
It
job.
helps me sleep at night.
Yeah.
Ooh, a free webinar, AI Simplify for Business Success. That's not relevant to my work, but interesting for some. And then the next is July 18 is the parade.
Do you think it'd be a good idea to put some QR codes up at Factory 52?
Would they let us? Do they have a community bulletin board there?
I think they have, I think the bathroom stalls have. If I'm remembering correctly. I just know
Yeah.
that would create a wide net,
I think we do need to do another like
a sweep,
sweep.
a campaign push.
Yeah.
Basically.
I appreciate your
That one bar right now, like if it's a brewery, it's not. It's like very close to Xavier.
Oh, the new one?
Cappies?
Or are you thinking of
Not Cappies.
where the happy hour
Listerman?
was? Yes.
Listerman.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe there as well.
They're like
Yeah.
Norwood adjacent. They have that big Norwood, welcome to Norwood sign in there.
Yeah,
But
Which I
but
always
they are
think-
not actually. In
They are
Norwood.
not technically in limits.
Really?
I feel like it needs to be
They
rescued.
need to move. You know
But
what?
they
Let's just
also
I
have
legitimately
but
thought
they-
that they were
let's
because
gerrymander
how-
them into the city somehow. We'll
They
annex
should
them.
be. They have the Norwood beer.
That's a joke.
Yeah, I was gonna say they.
I don't want to annex Listerman Brewery. That was a joke. It was
Um,
simply for joke purposes.
No, I just they're so Norwood like focused. I guess is
Yes,
sort of
they're very
what
good
I
community
thought.
members.
Yeah, despite actually
Not
not,
be-
actually being community members. I did not know that.
Yeah.
Isn't that wild?
Interesting.
And they have their Norwood drink. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
they're great.
Okay, so I can easily create some.
You're a
some
QR
fresh,
code
some
queen.
fresh Canva.
Yeah, and we could mention it again at our next city council meeting.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
I think more people are watching as of late,
Yeah, good
so
point.
that could help.
Mm-hmm. I like that idea. I'm also wondering. When does the city do its next? Because I wasn't here for the holiday thing. Does the city do a next, like, employee functiony thing?
I'm only aware of the
holiday?
holiday one. They've blasted years before though, right? Asking people to apply. So I mean, we could try again, and maybe just lead with, "Do you have time for one meeting a month?"
We should start
And a
bringing
little-
snacks.
I can
I
bake
don't
cookies for
think
this.
Sharon would like us to have snacks. I want to make sure she stays happy. Okay. All right. Well, let's do that and see how that shakes out in the next month or so.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks for letting me go out of order. Women's History Month recap. We have bins at the rec,
Here.
City Hall, and where's the third one at?
The
Board of
community
Health.
center.
Board of Health.
Oh, okay, Board of Health. Sorry, I thought you did the community center.
Yeah. I didn't think about the community center.
I haven't been out there in a minute.
Okay. I've not swung by. I do know that there's stuff in the one at the rec.
But I was thinking maybe we could do one more,
Week.
yeah,
I think that's a good idea because we got them out before or after March.
yeah, it was sort of mid-March.
I feel like that's always a good idea to give people more time to do that.
Maybe I can send out a,
And the resolution was passed, right, for Women's History Month at council. It was added to the agenda.
it was,
I thought it was.
I believe
I've
so.
not
Oh my
watched
gosh, I can't even remember.
I didn't watch the 2 city council meetings I missed because I was out of the country and then ill. So,
I mean, we must have.
yeah, I think you did. I believe it was added to the agenda
Okay.
per my emails.
Okay. So calendar planning, the next sort of event we would have, well, citywide, that the DEI board doesn't usually support, is Juneteenth. And I have not heard that Virginia Patterson, she's the community member who runs it, I've not heard that she needs any support at this time, so
Okay.
she can reach out if she wants anything, needs anything. So then after that would be Pride.
Cool.
And I would love to do,
I feel like the market was a great success.
yes,
And I know the vendors were very successful, which I loved. And I know even last year at the market, they asked if we were doing it again. So I'm going to guess that there is interest from them. I can reach out to Sam because she has all the information and put all of that together. So I can reach out to her. And I know that she is currently busy with another bit of activism.
oh, yeah.
She has a march on Saturday for trans visibility. So I imagine next week she'll have more time for me to ask her those questions.
It might still be, what's it, April? Oh, May, June. Wow.
We're at the beginning of April though, so hopefully. I haven't even looked at the June calendar though, so I don't know what the best day would be. Last year we did the first Saturday, right? Because it was literally June 1st. Yes.
Yes. So this year, June 1st is on a Sunday. Saturday, the 7th is an off-pike market. I don't know if we would want to,
Maybe a Sunday market would be good. The following day? Because I don't think Pride parades usually do take place on Saturday.
Typically.
Yeah. So that actually might be a free day for a lot of those vendors. Yeah, that actually might work out. June 1st might work out perfectly again.
yeah.
I will talk to Sam Bowling and see how she feels about that. Let me double check when. I know last year, it's kind of nice that we do it in the morning too, because I know some people even left our market and then went to
other
like Dayton
events.
Pride for the evening. So, yeah, last year just worked out great. Cincinnati Pride is June 28th, actually, so we should not be interfering with any of their events.
Ooh, nice, nice.
Yeah, I realize that one's a bit late this year.
It is, yeah.
Excuse me.
We can still do the proclamation, but we can't do the flag raising
Correct. For Pride.
for
yes.
Pride. There's new legislation in the city.
To protect from lawsuits, which I understand. I think we should. You know what? We should reach out. Did we reach out to the chamber last year for the flags? I think. Did you have any takers? I never did. when
I had
passed
a
around.
couple.
So we could ask them again. I still have some.
I still have
I have
flags
the
as well.
pile of flags you gave me. I didn't have any takers. I went and asked personally, but no one followed up.
Yeah.
But maybe this year people will be more interested, given the status of things.
Yes.
Hopefully.
Agreed.
Maybe.
Yeah, I don't know.
We'll see.
Trying to remain
I'm hoping. I'm
op-
staying
open and
optimistic. I'm
potentially
optimistic today.
optimistic. Yeah. Anything else regarding the Pride stuff?
I think that's it for now. I think once we check in with Miss Bowling, and we could have her come we could have her come to the May meeting,
Mm-hmm.
and we could finalize this stuff. Or I can even she has a better social media outreach than I, which frankly mine is
Than
terrible.
anyone.
Yeah, so that's fine. So I think she would be best for social media, but if she can just at least give us that info, I'd be happy to help her out more this year.
Cool.
I will reach out to her.
And I'll make sure I invite her to next month's meeting. And I think also one thing that might not hurt is we could just send the agenda to some folks, just so they see the things we're talking about. I don't know.
We can do that. Like attach them as an example.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if you're interested in these kinds of things, you might be interested in coming and hanging out once a month.
Or you could include like your Canva flyers you've made.
Yeah.
Little festive.
Mm-hmm.
Little color.
But what they will probably think is, oh, they need some digital help.
I think a
It's
lot
like,
of your
"Oh, they
Canva
need
stuff
a-
looks good.
A design, somebody to help us with design.
You know what, frankly, I would welcome that help.
Yeah, same.
Okay.
All right, I've got some fun unfinished business, which is the Marsh Park marker update.
Yes.
So that has been sent off to the foundry to be bronzed, if that's the verb,
Forged.
forged.
Oh, very D&D.
And so we should expect that in 6 to 8 months. So we need to start thinking about
What kind of ceremony and
what
stuff?
kind of
Yes.
ceremony.
This is a good time to bring that up, actually. Sorry. We're going very casual with only 3 of us here tonight.
Yeah. So one of the things that I want to do, and I need to start having conversations for some funding, is the basketball court. There's that half basketball court. We need to get it repaved, resurfaced, and that's like $21,000. And then to get the basketball hoop is another $7,000. So essentially, we kind of want like $30,000 to do the basketball court and a mural on it. And I've already spoken with Virginia Patterson, who's also the chair of the art board, who facilitated the crosswalk mural. So she has some experience with that. And I've also talked to Donna Lake. She did the ones in the basketball court. Really cool murals. So the idea is to have the students do designs, and then we vote and
Yeah.
pick that, and then the students
They
help.
did a great job on those other ones.
I know,
They look
yeah.
great.
So I just need to start hitting the pavement to try to find some donors,
Yeah.
some money. The city had it part of their 2026 budget, but we're trying to get it done prior to that. So if you know anyone who wants to,
Any corporate donors
any
listening?
corporate donors. So yeah, that's been
Billionaires
on
on the
my,
live stream.
that's been on my to-do list. But then we also can start narrowing down, like we could say we want to do it next, like in a year from now, so we get it in 6 months, but then we can just store it until we have the event, that's a possibility. So start thinking about, like, I think spring to me sounds like a great idea.
6 to 8 months from now. Sorry.
Yeah,
6 months.
well, and
now
that
is
would have been a
September.
month ago.
Don't make me think math.
So August is 6 months.
August would be
last-
6 and October would be 8. Okay. So you would like to unveil it in the spring?
maybe.
Okay.
I think that could be really nice. Like,
Oh no, I just
would
yeah
just
no
give
I
us a
I
little
just thought
more
that was
time.
a gap. Yeah.
A little more time for us to get our plans together. It was a whole lot of hurry up or, wait. Now it's,
Yeah. Because do we have to pay to put it in the ground?
no,
sorry. I know
Public
you've said
Works
this a
can do
million
it.
times. Okay.
That's all right. Public Works can do it. It's sort of, it's just installing a pole.
That's what I
So it's-
assumed.
Yeah.
But I also know all of that is way more complicated than I'm ever aware.
Yeah.
Of, so.
And we
Okay.
do have other designs for other sort of landscaping work that would be lovely to do in that park.
What kind of
And-
event were you thinking?
What?
Would we like I'm just trying to think, like, would you be interested in like music or like a morning or evening or like speeches? Or do you want time to think on that? Sorry.
Oh, I
I
think
went
those
full
are great.
planning.
I mean, I think that there should be music, especially since
Yeah.
the Parkers and their connection to music.
Yeah.
I think we should have some speakers. I think someone from the Norwood Historical Society should
Yeah.
speak. I think someone maybe from the,
A big to do? Mm-hmm. Okay. Which is what I would prefer.
and then we could have, yeah, the unveiling and,
Cool. I was
Yeah.
just wondering.
yeah.
Okay.
If anyone knows any musicians who. Do you know what I saw the other day? Oh my goodness. Okay, this is super tangential, but we were in Decatur last weekend, and they're actually a city about the same population. They're just a little bit bigger. It's a wealthy suburb of Atlanta. Well, not really I mean, comparatively.
Most of the suburbs in Atlanta.
Yeah.
cater where it's graded.
The average income is only like, wasn't all that impressive, but the average house is like $600,000. So like that kind of price range. But they have a really cool center park, which is not dissimilar from our Victory Park. That is it was the courthouse, now it's a museum. And then they have a big bandstand, and then they've got some picnic tables under the old oak trees, and then they have area where the kids were off playing soccer, and it was just such a lovely space. But we were walking by in the evening, and there was an African drum circle playing, and kids running around in the lawn, and it was so lovely. Anyway, that's sort of what I envision down
Okay.
the road for Victory Park, but the idea of music in the park, I think, is such a fantastic idea. And definitely I want to make sure that the neighbors are well looped in and connected with what's going on there. Anything else you guys can think about?
I got nothing. That's all I have, I think.
I know it's
Have you seen any of the daffodils in Marsh Park? I've not been over.
I have, and they are coming
They look
out.
great.
They were still, actually, I should go again today. They were coming up, but only a handful were in bloom. But I had some extra, and I planted them in my yard, and those are blooming. So that's really cool. And let's see, I'm looking to see online if anyone's made any comments. We have one love, thank you, but no comments.
That's fine.
Well, if they love it, they should send in a letter
Join
of
us.
interest.
If you love it,
for the record.
send us a letter of interest.
Now we're doing live recruiting. And that's all. Yeah, I'm excited for Pride. So hopefully, Pride and the signage.
Mm-hmm,
It's all great.
yeah.
Now we just need to get more people to hang out with
Need
us.
some more people. It's all good. I think there's also a little bit of some compassion fatigue and sort of some people needing to sort of take a beat
Yes,
and regroup.
understand that.
Yeah. So I'm just looking ahead. Our next meeting is, wait a minute. Huh. There it is,
May 7th?
Wednesday the 7th. I didn't scroll late enough in the day. Cool beans. All right, I think we are good to adjourn the meeting.